Hey guys, I hope you're doing so well. I hope you guys had a really good Easter holiday, Easter break. We had a really good one. Our daughter's like 3.5, she's almost 4. But so she had a really fun time. We did the whole Easter egg hunt thing. This video is going to be coming out a little bit late. We just found out that we're like one of the many renters in Vancouver that are getting evicted for family, which is coincidentally right before the FIFA World Series is coming here, and we live a couple blocks away from the stadium that the games are being held at. So I'm not saying that there's any correlation, but it's interesting, right? Because if you do look at the rental situation right now, people are renting out their places for like $20,000-$30,000 a month, or $6,000, $8,000 a week. It's interesting. So if you are also in Vancouver and you're experiencing this, definitely let me know down below in the comments, because I have heard it's happening to quite a lot of people. Anyway, we're trying to find a new place right now. We do have one that is a definite maybe. Anyway, I'll let you guys know how that goes. Let's get into today's video. So I'm going to be talking about Mikayla Nogueira today. I don't think it's Nogueira. I think it's Nogueira. I think she did confirm that in a previous video. So I'm by no means an expert in the Mikayla lore, but I am kind of like chronically on TikTok. So it's pretty hard to be on TikTok as much as I am and not hear about things going on with Mikayla. Okay, so I'm not following her. I'm not really part of like the beauty community at all, but she tends to have things happen to her, and she tends to do these things that make her go super crazy viral, and just everybody hears about it. So what I'm mostly going to be talking about today is whether or not she uses filters and what I think about that whole discussion. Just to give you a little bit of a recap in case you haven't heard all the drama going on with her, a couple of things that she's really known for is of course her fake accent.
Kim Kardashian dropped this absolutely stunning,
or at least like exaggerating an accent. She has come on and admitted that she does exaggerate her accent for views, which I can't even blame her for. You have to admit it is nearly impossible to go viral these days. You need to either have a gimmick, you need to have a very unique look, you need to have something that makes you kind of like stand out from the crowd. And I think that was kind of brilliant of her. I think it's pretty harmless, and I think it's kind of funny. Like, it gets her views. So another thing that she is really famous for is Lashgate 2023. So this is referring to a TikTok that Mikayla did where she was testing out, I believe, like a L'Oreal mascara, and she started the video with completely nude lashes. She had no makeup on her eyelashes. She did one layer, and you could see there was a little bit of a difference. It wasn't a huge difference, and she said, okay, this is the first layer already, look at this difference. And then she cuts the video, and then she comes back and does the second layer, but she added on falsies, and she put on these fake eyelashes, and then she was fighting for her life in the comments saying that, no, these aren't fake eyelashes. Like, and she was like literally just deny. And it was just so obvious that those are obviously not real. Those are obviously, very obviously not real. So then it became this whole ordeal of, why are you lying to your fans? Like, what else have you lied about? Which to me is completely understandable, because if you're somebody who is, you are promoting beauty products and using things like fake eyelashes and saying that it is mascara, that's a bit of an issue. People are arguing, well, if you look at like the L'Oreal commercials, for example, like they probably use eyelash extensions in the videos. Food commercials, they use fake food when advertising. In shampoo commercials, they obviously don't just wash with the shampoo and then their hair is, fully glossed and done up. No, obviously they're not. They're like fully styled. They probably use a bunch of different products as well to make it look like that for the commercial. Is that lying? That's debatable, but that's just kind of how it is in the advertising world. So people are arguing, well, Mikayla was just kind of doing something similar where she was showing the effects, but she was exaggerating it to get views and blah, blah, blah. My argument is that the fact that Mikayla was doing this lash thing, this lash situation, and fighting for her life in the comments, saying that she did not use false lashes when she obviously, in fact, did use false lashes. That is where there is an issue, because that is purposefully misleading. That is just lying, right? What else? There was also an issue of her coming online and talking about her husband, or ex-husband now, Cody, because they just recently got divorced. He had an issue with drugs and alcohol, I believe. She was basically coming online and spilling all this information to the public about him going to rehab, and she would sit down and she would do these really these kind of like inappropriate, like, get ready with me to go to rehab to visit my husband, like,
Get ready with me to visit my husband in rehab.
And a lot of people had an issue with that, because it's kind of like, why are you putting all this personal information out there? I can understand like an influencer wanting to come and share details of their life. It's one thing to kind of mention like, I'm going through this really serious and sensitive situation, but to kind of make it part of your, just the way that she like incorporated it into her daily TikToks, it was just really uncomfortable, especially for people who have like close friends and family who are in those situations. It just felt weird to watch somebody sit down and say like, get ready with me to go to rehab for my like husband or what. And then she went and made that really cringy divorce announcement video where she sits down in, you know, the beautiful sunlight and full glam, and she's like, you're gonna want to sit down for this. I'm getting a divorce. Take a minute. Take it in.
Take a minute. Take it in.
And it was just so, it was a little bit, I got like secondhand embarrassment. I think everybody got secondhand embarrassment. Like, I do feel really bad for her that she did go through that. Obviously it's a really tough situation, but I think she's got a knack for taking, really making parts of her life, content, and taking it to the extreme to benefit from it. Do you know what I mean? So you know, like, on one hand, you could look at that and be like, okay, so she is obviously really good at marketing herself, because she has gone viral. So the amount of times that she has gone viral, and the fact that she did build her own career up from nothing is, you know, it's impressive. I don't really know if I would say it's commendable because of some of the topics that she has used. For example, lying to her fans' faces about using falsies and whatever else, and then using her husband's drug addiction, obviously is not, that is not, in my mind, a commendable thing to do. There's lots of other stuff that she has gone viral for. Those are at least like the really big ones that are kind of like controversial, that she is really known for, that at least like hit my For You page. Also, if you do want me to go into a bit of a deeper dive into any of those topics, do let me know down below in the comments, because I'm happy to, because obviously like I haven't ever talked about her before, and I'm just kind of like jumping into the most recent situations. She posted this video on TikTok, basically saying, this is the last time I'm going to be talking about me using a filter. I don't use filters.
This is the last time I am ever going to speak on this, because it is a dead-end conversation. We've talked about it for the last 6 years, and I'm just ready to put it to bed. But quite frankly, the real reason I'm making this video is because I'm tired of my name constantly being lied on, and I can never defend myself, and I'm just done with that. Obviously, this video is about my looks, my appearance, what I present online versus what is seen in public, out in the wild. Now, I have said so many times that I do not film my videos with filters, and I will die on that hill. I am filming in the TikTok app as we speak. There is zero filter on my face right now. Nothing. No beauty mode, no face altering filter. I don't even have lights on. I'm just sitting in front of a window on a cloudy day. And this is what I look like. Okay? And I am aware that many people watching this are not going to believe a word I just said, and I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck if you don't believe what I just said, because it has nothing to do with me, and it's none of my business what you think about me. Okay? I have filmed front camera on the TikTok app for 6 years, and this is what I look like. And there's nothing I can do about the fact that you think I look different in person. I am filming on an iPhone camera with a front camera lens, which has somewhat of a fisheye, somewhat of a slimming angle to the face, okay? It is a two-dimensional camera. Now, when I was on the Hannah Montana Capit, I look hideous in that Entertainment Tonight video. That's just a fact, okay? I look terrible in that video.
So just to quickly reference what she's talking about, this is the video that she's talking about that everybody is calling her out on, because she looks very different in that video. Her makeup looks absolutely gorgeous, but she does look very different from the video that she posted to her TikTok and to her Instagram. This is the video that she posted to her TikTok. So you can see why there might have been a little bit of a discussion there. I'm just going to play the rest of this video though before we get into it.
But any other videos you see of me at the event that were filmed by influencers or with influencers, I don't look like that video. Like, I don't know what happened there, but people took that video and just ran with it, that that's what I really look like. I look terrible in that video. I don't even recognize myself in that video. Anyone who's met me in person knows that this is what I look like. This is what I look like. And again, I cannot do anything about the fact that you saw a hideous video of me on the internet and you have come to the conclusion that I am lying about the way I look and that I use filters and that there's a face-altering whatever on my video. The problem I have with all of this is this lie that I'm filtering and altering my face and therefore deceiving my audience. Like, off, okay? There is nothing I can do about what I look like on a front camera iPhone versus out in the wild on a shitty camera lens with no lighting and no control of how I look, okay? This is what I look like when I film my videos, and that's it. Again, I don't have any lighting on, I just have my phone sitting on a tripod, and this is what I look like. And I'm being deceptive because every beauty influencer under the sun films their videos on their iPhone, on the front camera. Am I not allowed to do that? Like, I don't understand what you want me to do. You want me to make sure I look horrible in all my videos? Like, I don't know what you're saying. Why is it such a problem that I film on my front camera with lights, like every other influencer? Is it just because you don't think I'm pretty and you want me to fail? You want to see my downfall? I don't understand. I am not deceiving my audience at all. This is what I look like. Zero filter, zero beauty mode, zero face altering, editing, anything. I don't post my videos privately and then delete it and upload it to a face altering app and then re-upload it. Like, none of that bullshit that everyone keeps saying, okay? And I'm going off because I'm angry. I'm angry of this conversation continuously happening, and I just have to put up with it and sit and act like everything is normal when, no, I'm tired of people saying bullshit about me, okay? I understand that I am not the most beautiful person. I understand that I'm not conventionally attractive. I understand that I have a horrific side profile. You guys love to remind me, okay? Actually, let me show you something. People kept putting this picture in my comments, right? Making fun of my side profile. I have a very prominent chin and a very unique nose, okay? And they're putting this in my comments, trying to insult me about my side profile. Again, just to show you on this video, this is my side profile, okay? I've had it my whole life. What would you like me to do? Because if I go get a chin reduction or whatever the you tell me to do and a nose job, then you're going to say I'm no longer authentic and the internet got to me and all these other things, okay? But I stay true to myself and I have not touched my face aside from my lips. Had being a beauty influencer who's not 100% beautiful all the time, and I have to work extra hard to look beautiful, because if I don't, you guys treat me like this. You treat me like shit when I've done nothing wrong. There's no filters on my videos, and I'm just tired. I'm tired of people saying it, and that's why I shut my comments off, because I'm done hearing it. I don't have to listen to it. And like I said, yeah, people talk about me all the time. Any press is good press, bad, whatever. But I can still choose to protect my peace. And that's why I shut my comments off, and I will block any motherfucker who has a think piece about my appearance. About whether I'm using filters or not. I will block anyone who says I'm deceiving my audience with face-altering filters, or I use filters because I'm insecure. I'm not. I think I am beautiful, okay? I like my unique nose and my chin and my green eyes and my smile. But y'all love to tell me how ugly I am, especially when I'm caught in a bad photo. And I will continue to defend myself on this, because it's bullshit at this point, okay? Now, I've said a lot in 7 minutes, and people aren't even going to watch this whole video, right? They're going to take bits and pieces of it and make their little commentaries. But this is, like I said, the last time I'm speaking on this.
There's a few videos where she does come online and address people accusing her of using filters, and she's completely denying using them. She says that there's no retouch on, which is what I originally thought that she was using. She says that she is not using any kind of filters.
I've said this a million times, and I will defend it until I'm in the grave, that there are no filters on my videos. There's constant confusion about why I look different in person than in my videos. I want to make something very clear. I am aware that I'm not an attractive person. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting emotional over it. I'm aware that I'm not, like, aesthetically pleasing to look at or, like, photogenic. It's really easy to take a bad photo of me. I don't have the best side profile, which I've talked about and I've shown. Sorry. Ugh. Anyways, I don't know why I look different in person. I don't. Like, I film on the TikTok app with no filters. I'm just sitting here talking to my phone, and this is what I look like. This is what I look like. But in person, I'm not as pretty or, like, attractive. And transparently, there's nothing I can do about that. This is the dumbest video ever.
So there's a lot of people reacting to these videos. Obviously, like, she comes on, she's completely denying that she's using any kind of filters, no skin retouch, nothing. At this point, it just becomes bullying, right? Like, people are looking for a reason to hate her. Yeah, I honestly, like, I'm pretty neutral. I'm pretty neutral about Mikayla. I obviously, like, I don't know her as a person. I don't agree with a few of the things that she has done in the past. But I can understand why she has done some of those things, which it makes, I don't know, it makes her hard to hate on for me personally. Like, I don't know. So I don't really have, like, a problem with Mikayla. This video, for example, I thought was really sweet. Like, she seems so genuinely kind, so nice. She's, like, so friendly. I found a bunch of videos of Mikayla meeting fans, so I just wanted to show you. She looks so beautiful in all these videos, and look how excited she is just to, like, meet somebody. Anyway, the point is, these are just videos that fans are taking on random phones, and to me, she looks the same as she does in her videos. Like, maybe the lighting's a little bit different, but she still looks beautiful.
I asked her if she wanted to take a photo with me, and she literally said yes, like, but just, like, in a friendly way. And she was with her husband. She couldn't say, you know what, no, I'm doing grocery shopping or whatever. So thank you so much, Mikayla. If you ever see this video, of course, thank you for the photo.
And to me, she looks exactly the same in her videos. That's the same person. If you were to see that lady on the street, you would say, that's Mikayla, right? It looks exactly like her. And here's another video.
Thank you.
Alright, so thank you so much for coming. I know that some of you came from across the country. Many people from Massachusetts, where I live. A lot of people who live in New York. So thank you for wherever you traveled from. I so appreciate it. Thank you for all your entries. There were so many beautiful stories and so much vulnerability and so much talent and so many people willing to step out of their comfort zone to create these videos. I was obsessed. I watched every single entry. And you were selected for a reason, and I hope you know that. We saw something in you. We think you're incredible. You're all stunning. Beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. She looks beautiful. She looks exactly like she does in her videos. She doesn't even have the lighting, and she still looks gorgeous. She still looks amazing. She looks the same. She looks the same to me. So I don't know, like, she even said herself, like, she doesn't even recognize herself in that video. And I get that. I understand seeing a picture of yourself or a video of yourself and being like, who is that? I have videos of myself. Like, my boyfriend takes videos of me all the time, and I'm like, delete that. I don't even know who that is. That doesn't even look like me. And yeah, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and I totally understand it. And I couldn't imagine being in front of, millions of people. I have some photos. Okay, I have some photos. Everybody has photos. I want to see your Costco card. Unless you're, like, the most photogenic person on the planet, I can't imagine that your Costco card looks like you or looks good. Okay, I don't even look like me on my Costco card. I'm not going to show you guys, but, like, I might show you guys eventually, but, like, I'm not going to show you right now. I don't look like me on my Costco card at all. My face is, like, completely round. I look absolutely awful. I don't look like myself. I don't recognize the person in my Costco card. There's some people coming online and just, like, accusing her of lying. So, for example, this girl,
Mikayla girl, even if you use filters, truly, like, as audience, like, viewing your stuff, like, we are not dumb. We know you use filters, and you can see your filters. Like, here's one, the Amelia effect. Like, Trifect, like that's a filter you use. Oh, here's another one, Amelia Light 2. You have 2 filters on right here. It's showing 1, but you have 2, so you're using another filter, 2 filters. You got 2 things going on. Okay, this is just proof. And also, a lot of these filters on here, it is true. You can record in this app privately and download it and then save it and then re-upload it onto TikTok.
If it says try effect on it, which is what it shows when they're using like an in-app filter on TikTok, if you click on it, it's just a green screen. It's funny enough, like when you use the green screen filter, it actually that's probably the best way to show what you really look like, because it removes any skin softening, it removes like any other kind of filter, and it just focuses on the picture that you use for the background or the video that you use for the background. So Mikayla uses the green screen to show the background, but the little picture of herself that's in the video, that's just her. That's just what she looks like. So the fact that people are using that and saying like, oh, look, it says try effect, she's using a filter. Yeah, she's using the green screen filter. That's not a filter for her appearance. Okay, I ended up going through 180 of Mikayla's TikToks, and just I wanted to see the filter situation, because I haven't gone through them before. And basically I started at her most recent one and I just scrolled down to see how many said try effect. And then if it did, I went and I like investigated to see what the filter was. Some of them did have a filter, like some of them did say try effect, but when you click on it, it's mostly the green screen, because she'll be like showing a product or something like in the background. But three TikToks out of the 180, 3 TikToks had a TikTok filter on it, called Amelia Light, which does, I tried it out, and it kind of makes your nose a little bit smaller, and it makes your jaw a little bit sharper, and then it also like kind of like smooths your skin just ever so slightly. Like it's not like a big difference, but it does do those things. So, you know, 3 out of 180 is not like, she's not like a chronic filter user, but she can't technically say that she never uses filters, which was like her whole thing in her video, was that she never uses filters. And you could either go in the direction of like, maybe she's doing that to rage bait, because that would be like very Mikayla. Hang on, my phone's gonna die. Throwing in a couple of videos with a filter on there just for the rage bait of it all, because she's coming on here and she's making these videos saying like, I never use filters, and then like clearly like they're so easy to find on her page. I feel like that would be very Mikayla coded, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's the angle that she's going, because like, you know, she likes to do stuff that goes viral, right? And I feel like if that's the hill that she's gonna die on right now, she might as well just like, she might be like, yeah, let's just like throw a couple in there, keep it going, you know? Who knows? Like maybe she's just like really smart in that way. Or maybe she does use them all the time and saves the video to her phone and then re-uploads it. And then those ones she just forgot to do that for. I don't know, you know, like it could go both ways. You like, it's hard to say, right? It's hard to say unless she tells us, unless we figure out a way to go into her phone and see where she edits her videos and stuff. So yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. She can't say that she never uses it, because that just, she does. Maybe not in like super important videos, but technically she does use filters sometimes. So I don't know. Oh my god, look at these birds. Hang on. Anyway, and then there's people like this. I don't know who this guy is, Rich Lux. He seems to have a problem with absolutely everybody. I don't know. He has quite a few videos of him just like dogging on Mikayla. So he says this, he's like trying to prove that she's using a filter.
Mikayla Nogueira just exposed herself. In her newest video, she's using a filter. Here we go. Look at her cheek right here. Boom. So the filter is set to Mikayla's face, but when she moves the camera, right here, the nasal fold becomes much more apparent right here on the hairdresser's face. Roll it back so you guys can watch it. Now, this is off the heels of Mikayla Nogueira saying that she does not use filters. As you can clearly see from the video, she's using some type of hocus pocus. Oh, hell nah. We clocked at the house, girl. Right there. So let's talk about it. Why? Why is she having to do these using?
It does the same for me. Like when I'm using the TikTok camera, I did a quick video just to show you, like, this isn't a filter. It's just the way that the TikTok camera is not a great camera. People tend to really like it. It works really well if you have like really bright lighting. Like right now I'm using like, you know, I have like one of these. So, and this isn't my phone. This is like an actual camera. But like if I were to use my TikTok camera in this lighting, it would look really good. Like, but if I were to use the TikTok camera in dim lighting, it would do that weird like light change thingy. Like I'll show you here. So I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm recording in TikTok right now. This is just the TikTok camera. There's no filter, there's no retouch, there's nothing on. It's gonna flicker. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm trying to like do this in the mirror and like watch the phone. I can't do this. It'll flicker in the light. This like line here. Like when I'm at the gym, for example, if it's like really poor lighting and I'm trying to take like a mirror selfie in the gym, I notice like it does, especially with this line here, it like flickers. And then I end up not using the video because I'm like, well, that just looks dumb. It looks like I'm using like some kind of a filter, but it's just the TikTok camera. Obviously, I can't prove whether or not she may have like recorded a video, added a filter, and then uploaded it to TikTok. Because if you add a filter through like another app, like CapCut, for example, if you go to CapCut and add a filter, do like face slimming, skin smoothing, whatever, and then upload it to TikTok, it doesn't say, oh, you used a CapCut filter. It won't say anything. So there's not really a way to prove that she didn't. She's a makeup artist. Like that's her whole job, is using makeup to make yourself look the best that you can for yourself, as yourself, you know? That's her entire job. She's good at it. She's good at it. I could never do my makeup as well as she does, ever. I could try for a million years and not be that good. So like her makeup skills are very impressive. And her makeup looks amazing. Her makeup looks great. I do believe that she uses skin retouch sometimes. When she sits down and makes a video and she's like, I'm not using skin retouch, I don't think she's using skin retouch, because like you can kind of tell, like you can see little details, right? So I believe that she's telling the truth there. But I do think that sometimes when she just like whips out her phone and makes a quick little video that she has retouch on, like when I do film TikToks, sometimes I have it on, sometimes I don't, because like depending on the lighting, it looks really bad sometimes. So I'll shut it off and then I'll just forget about it, or vice versa. So does she use filters? Yes or no? I genuinely, like, it's so hard to prove whether or not she uses filters. It's very obvious that she edits her pictures on Instagram, but we're not talking about that. I think like everybody edits their pictures on Instagram, right? Like her pictures do look pretty edited. But that's not like out of the norm, especially for beauty influencers. Like when you have like a makeup look, you make the makeup more colorful, more bright, like you edit your pictures. So that's not like really offensive here. But what I do think is problematic is when she's putting a skin filter or skin blurring or a retouch on when she's doing product advertisements, or testing videos or whatever. Because it's one thing if you are a brand and you're like making a commercial, you are like the general public already knows that commercial is mostly fake. Like those are actors hired. Those people don't really use the product all the time. Like that probably is the first time that they're using the product. Like I said earlier, even in food commercials, they use fake food. They hire actors They're not real people. They're not realistic. They're not super transparent. For example, like if it's a shampoo commercial, you're not going to assume that they only used the shampoo and then boom, your hair just looks like that. No, you know, like they have a whole stylist team. They probably got a gloss. They probably like did their hair, did a million steps to the hair. And then the commercial is saying like, your shampoo will do this. We know realistically that the shampoo is not going to do that. We know that. There's supposed to be this level of trust and transparency with influencers. Obviously, the lines are becoming really blurred now that there's like so many influencers out there and people are doing things like this, like Mikayla's doing. It's becoming harder and harder to trust influencers. A lot of people have expectations of influencers, especially Mikayla, who is supposed to be known for being real, being really transparent, testing mascara, and whether or not she uses filters. It is really important in the beauty influencer community because when you are somebody who is looking at buying these products, you want to look at the people who you think you can trust. And it becomes really difficult to trust influencers when things like this are constantly happening. So that's where it becomes really problematic when you realize like you can't really trust the people that you're watching. You can't trust the big brands because they're doing commercials, they're hiring actors, they're using fake food, they're using hair extensions, they're using filters and skin smoothing and whatever. The people in the acne commercials, they literally have like fake acne and then they just wash it away and they're like, bam, look, use our product and you'll have acne free skin. But then you look at somebody like Mikayla, who really did used to have really bad acne and now her skin is so clear and it's, you know, she's coming on here and she's saying like, these are the products that I use, like this is how I got here, like I'm real, this is, you know, I did da 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 da. But then she does something like Lashgate 2023 and it kind of like blurs the line of like, can I trust what you're saying or can I not? And then of course, because she has millions of followers, people are always looking for reasons to hate on her. Do I think that she is using filters? The TikTok camera was glitching in that one video, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she had the retouch on. Like I said, like I've used the TikTok camera plenty of times and it does the glitchy thing. It just does the glitchy thing. So, yeah, and anyone else who has used the TikTok camera as well knows that. Like if there's not good lighting, it does weird things to your face. Okay, it just does. But I don't believe that she has ever changed the shape of her face for, you know, the TikTok videos that she does. I think she just has really good lighting and she's really good at doing makeup. That's it. Anyway, so that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think about this video down below in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I have to go pick up my kiddo, so I do have to end this a little bit early, but if you want me to get into any of the other topics that I was talking about Mikayla, let me know down below in the comments because there is quite a lot. She's got a lot going on, you know. I didn't have time to really get into her new boyfriend, but maybe in the next video. I hope you guys have an amazing day and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.